I didn't grow up in only one neighborhood. I grew up inside many different worlds. Every move introduced me to another version of what people called normal. Every street had its own truth. Every community saw the world through a different window. So I stopped accepting only what surrounded me. I began watching, listening, and comparing. Home was never only a place. It became the perspective I carried within me. I thought I was moving between neighborhoods. I was actually moving between systems. Faith, history, music, family, and community were never separate. Every system shaped the people living inside it, and every system produced its own beliefs. The real question wasn't which world was right. It was whether different worlds could share one room.
My first teacher was my Nana Ruth Kelly. She taught me by the way she lived. She didn't wait for a traditional system to provide her future. She created her own opportunities.
Then one day, a routine surgery took away the person who meant everything to me. People gave me answers that didn't make sense. I kept my faith, but I began questioning everything. The sun rose the very next day, and Nana's final lesson was that love can remain even when life refuses to stop.
Becoming curious. Curiosity was already there, waiting with me. I watched a girl keep up with the boys and challenge what I thought was possible. One curious moment became a connection that remained far longer than the moment itself. Even in music, I wasn't searching for fame. I was sending a signal to find my tribe. I never needed comfortable answers. I needed truth, enough information to decide for myself.
Before I understood that I was different, other people had already decided it for me. Curious, mischievous, difficult, the black sheep, every label reflected one small piece. What looked wrong from one angle looked necessary when I learned to see it clearly. I wasn't created to fit perfectly inside every system. I was learning to observe beyond them.
I never spent much time dreaming about someday. I always lived inside now. Possibility usually sounded like one sentence. Let's go do it. Wisdom sometimes arrived a little later. I explored intuition, dreams, and senses that seemed larger than what people normally discussed. Imagination was never an escape. It was the lens through which I entered life. I never waited for life to become extraordinary. I walked into it believing it already was. My mother wanted to teach me to stay close. When I returned, the car was gone. At 10 years old, I used the only map I understood and started walking home. The road was dark. The trucks were loud. Every shadow gave me another reason to be afraid. But fear didn't stop my feet. 1 mile became another until the city finally appeared. She thought she was teaching me to stay close. Life taught me how far I could go. Before there were friends, there were 4 of us. My mother, my father, my brother, and me. We came from the same house but entered the world from opposite sides of ourselves. We argued. We protected each other. We created distance, then tried to repair it. I didn't realize how much of his life I was carrying until I finally felt permission to put it down. We didn't always understand each other, but we remained brothers. Love stayed when the burden left. The archive clock stops. When the world stopped, I was still moving, watching, and trying to understand what was unfolding. The silence placed pressure on people, families, relationships, and systems. In my experience, things once hidden began rising to the surface in ways I had never seen. Others carried their own version of that season. I needed to preserve what I witnessed for myself. Sometimes crisis doesn't create what we see, it removes what kept it hidden. That season became an unveiling. Moving through different neighborhoods taught me that every community carried its own truth. Studying the systems behind them taught me why this. Nana showed me how to create opportunity. Losing her taught me to question every explanation. Curiosity became the way I kept searching. Other people called me different before I understood why. I learned to treat possibility as something to enter, not something to wait for. At 10 years old, I learned to keep walking with the only map I had. Losing my brother later taught me that love could remain after the burden was released. By the time COVID arrived, I had built a family, businesses, a home, a master's degree, and a spiritual life. When those structures moved, I discovered what had built